as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go, set. Check, snap.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
I'll give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Bond good to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
But that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Bond's throw here hauled in by Cup. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Down to about the 45. And the Rams at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go play action here. Mon. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mon buying time to his left. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now Mon. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Akers is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Let's go. Hey.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off play action. Matthews. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake. Matthews. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Matthews steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller, and they get him down. takes it across the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Mond looks to throw on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Matthews looking deep for Elliott. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Down to about the 32. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
10 cycles. Strike. Check strike. Check, huh?
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Matthews. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They're spotted at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start by running the option to the right. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Bond's going to keep this himself. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Bond looks to throw. That'll be caught. It's Cup. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for Rams. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Mon. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll look to throw again. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp as the first half is winding down. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Second down, Jacobs once more, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, and to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Matthews. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mon now off of play action. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Mon. They're going for it. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they top 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A give up the middle to Akers. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. On the counter, this is Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're starting to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Jacobs. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth.
Here we go.
The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Matthews. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. But not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect... Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Off the play fake. Matthews. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Off play action. Matthews looking deep for Elliott. And this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
On the set.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go again here with Akers. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
people worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old one.
Amon fumbles it, and the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal.
52 blaster. Check you.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there at a first down for L.A.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first and 10, here's Mon. And the Raiders have got him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
A big loss on the play brings up second down.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense that really paved